Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? I am Dan from Trading with Dan. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, we shall go straight over to those Bitcoin 4-hour charts. So having a little bit of a pop in price action here at the moment. You can see we've got what kind of looks like an ascending triangle here. The most important thing is we've got this area of resistance here at this midpoint of our wider range, which we are looking to try and break above now. So if we can get continuation on this move, then yeah, we'll be looking at basically 40 to 41,000 as the next area of resistance. So yeah, things looking relatively good here. If we want to look, well, firstly we'll look at the Ethereum Satoshi pairing. In fact, this is the Ethereum USD pairing. You can see is approaching its resistance area. So this is like the similar sort of resistance area to Bitcoin. Around that $40,000 level. Obviously Ethereum's closer to it because we are actually getting a bit of a pop here, as we can see in the Ethereum Satoshi pairing. We've got this resistance level horizontal area that we're basically at now. So if we get above here, then yeah, realistically we can target back up towards this next resistance area up here. But yeah, we're pretty much talking about if we can get back above. Yesterday we were saying get back above 0.07, then we should get some nice acceleration to the upside, which we are getting. So yeah, that is all good to see. But why is all this happening? We know why this is happening, because stock markets are looking better. We did get a good close on Friday. We did then get continuation as what I kind of expected, because the good close on Friday, I say good close, it was a lot better than it could be. It wasn't down here, but it was at the high of the local area we've been trading in. But yeah, good close would get people to look over the weekend and then potentially buy into this week, which they have done. And we have now found ourselves actually over this pretty important horizontal resistance area, as you can see. Obviously, we've not been above it long. We could get rejected and come back down. But if we maintain this $4,500 level, like I'm saying, I think a lot of confidence will come back into this market, and then people will start to buy again, thinking that this is the low. And then yeah, we'll have to see where it takes us. Does it take us to a new all-time high, as is usually the case in stocks, or do we put in a lower high and then have a prolonged bear market into this year? We shall have to see. We've got some nice action. Well, I say nice action. We've got some okay action here in the 10-year where we are just easing off. The DXY, also some nice action here. This is another thing that we were talking about. Basically, we had to come down and test this old resistance, this new support, but I suspected it wouldn't hold and we'll find ourselves back in this range. So this range is not the be all and end all for we are going to have a massive stock market rally and risk asset rally. Realistically, for that we want to be below this next level, so into the 95s, into the 95 handles. So well, yeah, I mean say 95, but below this resistance area, this support area here, and then we will start to look good for a continued move to the downside, and obviously taking out this low would look very good for the risk asset bulls. But yeah, obviously dollar easing off here is good to see. Is obviously good to see. Bitcoin dominance, we'll have a quick look at that, because that was obviously looking pretty aggressive. We'll extend this along, but yeah, we were looking at our longer time frame trend line here. It doesn't quite match up with these levels, because it is, if you look at it, maybe the daily looks better. Yeah, you can see where it does come from. It comes from these. It comes from this descending broadening wedge, but we are getting guided down by it. And yeah, and that this part of the price action is looking like a descending triangle. So yeah, maybe we're gonna get that big one last hoorah rally in Bitcoin, in crypto as a whole, in altcoin Bitcoin dominance drop down, get a wild altcoin party down into this region, and then maybe we then get a more serious prolonged pullback. That is what is on the cards here. So yeah, this is obviously long term. This is a daily chart. This is not necessarily going to happen today. Oil though, squeezing up and holding up here. There's concerns that that Cushing, Oklahoma is gonna run out of oil, but it's not gonna run out. It's just getting down to its 30% lower end capacity, but yeah, that will impact other oil contracts. So yeah, oil is not only getting squeezed by Ukraine, it's getting squeezed by low inventories. So yeah, and then obviously there's all the structural fact. There's the Momo traders, the momentum traders that are probably at some point gonna all flood out of the tech stock. I know that's obviously is happening, but I mean even more so flood out the tech and growth stocks and just start running up energy companies. Maybe they'll start going for gold, precious metal, gold and silver miners. Maybe there will be a bubble in some other area of the market. I mean, potentially I suspect it will be a commodity area of the market, and it's just a case of then, is it oil, is it precious metals, is it base metals, where would it come from? Is it nickel? Not that there are any really specific nickel based companies, but yeah, it is going to be an interesting time waiting to see where the next bubble occurs. Gold managed to make its way back above 1800. Yeah, I mean, way to go, gold. Well done. I mean, still trading in the range here, quite a wide range. Ultimately, I'm sure it'll break out it'll break out of this range at some point, up or down. But for the time being, it's pretty pinned. Not much else. Not really much else to look at on here. Not too much else. We just want to see. We want to see established price action within this range, not come back below here, and then ultimately break back above this level here. We should extend this a bit longer there. But yeah, all in all, things generally looking good for risk assets at the moment. Maybe it's just a reprieve. Maybe we're gonna have a medium-term bull run in crypto and stocks. And down move in the dollar. Maybe then that gets faded and sold into, and we continue the downtrend. But yeah, although maybe we just go on to new highs, continue on. The Fed does, or the Treasury does something wild to combat inflation. Wild as in like just give people money so they can afford, which is obviously creating a Venezuela. But they don't have a lot of options though. So I mean, nothing really is off the table. And all I will reiterate the fact is that you don't have to have been observing financial markets and policies for long to realize that that stuff comes out of left field all the time, and it is a bit wild when it's first suggested and done, and then it just becomes normal. But yeah, things like that certainly happen. So yeah, we'll look at the stochastics now. Finally look at these stochastics. 4 hour obviously was pointing down yesterday, did come down, and then reset and then turn back up, and now obviously is moving up with the price action. 10 hour pointing back up again similarly had a bit of a pullback. 12 hour looking a bit toppy here though, but daily a long way to run, and looking to get into the bullish half here, so the daily could help us out. Obviously 2-day plenty of room to run, same with 3-day, and the 5-day, the all important 5-day has obviously, as we know, is turned back up, so this has the full field to run into and ultimately drag the weekly up, but the weekly is still firmly pointing down here at the moment. But yeah, we are seeing the green shoots. We are seeing the potential for a pretty nice pullback. You can see how aggressive this move down has been. We don't just move down in a straight line. We would have to expect, even if you're the most ardent bearish bear, probably expect a pullback, even if it only gets us into the mid 40s before then turning back down. You can't realistically expect a pull back just straight down through these levels. But yeah, so yeah, there you go. That is it, guys. Remember, I am not a financial advisor, and this is not a financial advice. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you guys soon.